Oh, you can feel the intensity between both sides for this EASHL club matchup after the challenge was thrown down. Centers both set to dig on in, and we are about ready to go. The Senators start with possession as we are now underway. Taken along the wall by Saul. Kane's got it deep in the offensive end. Along the half wall with the puck. Here's a chance! Scores! And this place is rocking and rolling now!
Well, I'm not sure what the coach said in the pregame speech, James, but it certainly worked. They came out ready to play. And you get these grade A scoring chances nice and tight to the net. You got to find a way to convert on it, but you have to be aware of where the goaltender is. You don't have much time. You have to have quick hands, but you have to find the back of the net when there's not much room.
Kane's won the draw. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. We got a penalty coming up here on the play. There's the whistle, and here's the call.
Well, when you're looking for a goal, being shorthanded is not ideal. You're also killing valuable time where you can be pressing when you're PKing.
The Senators will have a chance to get on the power play for the first time this evening.
First power play opportunity for this team. It's going to start in the face-off circle, getting possession with the win, and then looking to set up.
Some solid defensive work on their own end with the poke check. And we'll get a reset after the puck goes up and out of play. Kane's ready to take the draw here on this power play. The Blues come up with the defensive zone draw. From the defensive zone, they move the puck around. And they get the puck out of the danger zone. Quick pass across to Saul. Chance in front. And that goes off course off a body. Scores! While putting the special in special teams. It's a power play tally.
Well, it's all about specialty teams, and it often makes a difference. And right now, there was pass execution, and they found a way to attack the net.
Lots of time left in this period. Ottawa's been the better team here over the last few minutes, increasing their lead to 2. Sent into the offensive zone. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. And he takes the dish. Oh, that goes off the mask, and it stays out. Steps inside the line. There's a great use of the stick right there to poke it away. And that's stolen by Saul. Whiffs on that. Slides the puck up from the left side. Lets it go from the back end. And that doesn't reach the net. Takes a bump but still hangs on to the puck. I don't think anybody was hanging on to the puck after that hit. Here they come through center and into the offensive end. Takes a shot. Oh, tried to put it on the corner and just missed that one.
Well, hockey is a game of inches, and a great shot just misses.
Gets a hold of the puck here at his own end. And he loses control here. Nice poke check. Angles it over to Gates. St. Louis has it against the half wall. Scoops up the puck here. And he slides it quickly to Saul. Fires it on net. Oh, what a save in front.
Oh, you can see his body language on that one. He cannot believe that he missed him tight there. It's all about the goaltender getting to position and making the save.
Now a quick pass to Gates. He got all of that one. And he takes the pass. And that's stop out Berger.
Great positioning by the goaltender to redirect it to the corner, getting it out of danger.
St. Louis gains a hold of possession. Here they come on the attack. Feeds it over. Big save by the goaltender watching that one. Oh, they telegraphed the pass and he picks it off.
The Senators are doing a great job of anticipating the play, and that's why the puck is on their stick. They're intercepting pucks all game long. They've got to make good on them. They've got to transfer it, head north, and start cashing in.
Ottawa's got a hold of the puck now. Tries to get the puck over to Saul. And that's a great read to force the turnover. The Blues get a hold of the puck in their own end. And sends it just out of reach. Works it across to Kane. Oh, great play to sidestep the poke check. And it's a quick pass to Kane. Ottawa's got possession of the puck. Oh, he just got thunderstruck.
Well, he did. I mean, closing so quickly. No time and space there, and just crushes him.
What a hit. And he takes the feed. Rocks him. Play is called for offside.
Cheeks trying to find a way to get back to the bench and not put his team in a vulnerable spot. You can see that he's been injured somewhere on the shift. He's laboring and he's wincing, but he's committed to the play. He's got to find the appropriate moment to get off.
Slides in off the wing after the centerman tied him up. And offside, we'll get a reset here. Here in the late going of the frame, Ottawa's got a 2-0 lead. St. Louis wins that faceoff at center. Slides the puck down low. Delayed penalty coming up here. Quick whistle stops the play. The Senators are off to the box. Interference the call. St. Louis gets set to go to work on the power play for the first time tonight. The Blues take possession here inside the offensive zone. Steps in with the block. And with that, the first period is in the books. Both teams with a chance at a refresh will get a clean sheet of ice and come back with period number 2. And we're about set to drop the puck here on period number 2. St. Louis wins the opening faceoff, and they go right back to work here on the man advantage. Cheeks going to play it against the half wall. Takes a blast. Denies him. He got all of it. And we'll get the whistle after the goaltender hangs on. Kane's side still short-handed here as they slide in for the faceoff. St. Louis wins the draw. That's blocked. Grabbed along the board by Gates. And a great save.
The goaltenders are the last line of defense for a reason, and this time, he bails his team out.
Can they capitalize on this power play? Here comes the faceoff. And with the centers tied up, he swoops in to take possession. Gets a piece of it with the glove. Takes the feed at the point. Let's go. And somehow he got a piece of that one. Both Both sides lining up for the face-off, and I can think of one padded goaltender who would love nothing more than a quick clear here, Cheryl.
Oh, you know it, James, because the puck has been in the offensive zone. Just look at the last shift where they maintained pressure throughout that shift until they got that whistle. So they'll need to continue that, because if you're the opponent and you're saying, hey, who's most vulnerable right now? You know it's the goaltender, so you want to keep him hemmed in.
Oh, what a stop on the play. Gets all of it with the paddle. And they're calling for a penalty shot.
Well, he's got some breakaway speed. He's all on his own, and then he gets hooked from behind, and that's going to be a penalty shot.
Gates is ready to go at center. Here's a chance. Scores! Well, he called his shot on that one.
Yeah, so confident, right, James? And you have to be when you're on a penalty shot. You got to know what you're doing. You can't be indecisive, and you got to bury it. Well executed.
The Blues have jumped right back into this one here in the second with that goal.
And you can certainly feel the momentum changing tides right there, James, especially after that goal. They cut the deficit within one.
And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Saul's got the puck. Oh, denies him with the paddle save.
Well, he's showing great mobility here as he drops into the butterfly and moves across his crease with ease to make the save.
Takes a hit, he goes down to the ice and coughs up the puck. Went for the dirty dangle and it goes sideways.
Gates has such great hands and great vision, and he gets in tight, trying to create some space with those magic mitts, but he's unable to pull it off.
Knocked off the puck. Sends it down low. Ottawa's got the puck against the boards. St. Louis has it in their own zone. And he sidesteps the check there. And now he moves it quickly to Cheek. And that's deflected off someone in front. With all kinds of traffic, he grabs the puck here inside his own end. St. Louis gains a hold of it. And there we go. Icing is the call. We haven't even hit the midway mark of the period. St. Louis still needs one more goal in order to even things up. And they take possession after the defensive zone faceoff.
Huge win by the center to give his team an opportunity to get out of the zone after a critical icing.
Bringing the physicality tonight.
Saul's really laboring out there. Looks like he's going to make it to the bench, but he's struggling to finish this shift.
And that's a solid clearing attempt on the play. Here's an opportunity in front of the net. Sends the pass over. Here we go, odd man rush. Puck scooped up by McFray. He scores!
Well, this is just a fantastic play. I mean, he's known for having great hands, James, but he manipulates his opponent. He opens up a lane and makes that beautiful pass, which leads to the goal.
They take possession as he locks him up off the faceoff. There's an injection of energy with that hit. Reads the pass. He's got a step. Oh, and I'm not really sure what happened there.
And look,
Scores! I think that went off the defender.
they can't blame the goalie on this one, who's tracking the puck, and then all of a sudden it changes direction because it deflects off of a defender in front. Real tough puck luck.
Ottawa's on a joyride type of night. Everything going their way. All the offense, all the goaltending, all the defense, and we're still only in the second.
Dare I say they may get the day off tomorrow, James. Coach has to be so impressed with their performance so far. It's like they're playing a game of keep-away out there.
Saul's got it along the wing. St. Louis looks to move the puck from their own end. Dishes it off. Huge steal in his own end. Across the line from center. Offside the call. Will get a reset. St. Louis has put up a lot of shots on net tonight, but yet they still find themselves down here in period number 2. And off the draw, they take the puck. Broken up in the neutral zone by Kane. And that one's stolen at center ice. Oh, tremendous hit on the play. Look at that. He's on his own bench.
Well, great catch by his teammates, isn't it, James, as he lands in the laps of his own. And you know what? There's a lot of laps going on right there. They're saying, man, you got it. You got a good one.
St. Louis has had a lot of good looks so far tonight, but they still trail late in this second period. And from off the wing, he comes up with it with both centers scrummed up. Maintains control of the puck. And he blocks a shot. Great defensive play. Ties it over with pace to McRae. Oh, and some smooth skating to lose the defender there. And he turned that one aside. Ottawa's got the puck. Oh, and he lines up his opponent perfectly with the hip check. Ottawa's got control of it now from their own end. From point blank.
That's a great save, but the goaltender had to get out to the top of his crease, take away all the ice, and make himself as big as possible.
Here in the late goings of the period, it's a 4-1 game. Offense his own face-off, and he wins the draw. And that caroms off one of his teammates in front. Tries to get the puck to Gates. Anthony's been brought down, and we're going to get a penalty here. From the left side, it moves to the middle of the ice. Solid check to slow down. Here comes the call.
The game is getting out of hand. You're down by a bunch. You take another penalty. You got to find a way to just reset your composure.
That's a wrap for period number 2. Both teams will get a chance to get a little breather here, and we'll come back. Third period action next. Both teams seem fresh after that second intermission. We're ready to drop the puck on period number 3. St. Louis wins the draw here, and they're penalty killers. They go right back to work. Oh, and just like that, steals the puck and goes the other way. Oh, my goodness, it stayed out. What a save.
It was all but in, James, and that athleticism and the will to get to that puck, that was on display.
Sends it quickly to Saul. There's another hit, and you get a sense that this was a game plan to go after him tonight here, Cheryl.
Well, he certainly has a bullseye or a target on his back, James.
Turned away on the wraparound. Oh, what a great reactionary stop there.
Reactionary is right, James. He knew exactly where the shooter was going, and a strong push across to be able to make that save.
Kane's ready for the draw on this man advantage. Ottawa's got a hold of the puck. Pushes it across to Saul. Ottawa's got the puck along the wall. Broken up with the stick in the defensive end.
Being on the power play is a privilege. Trust me, I know I was never on it, always on the PK. So for those players who didn't execute, yes, they had a comfortable lead, and some would say it's not a big deal. But to each and every one of them, it should be.
The Blues have it now. Look out, here they come on the attack. Oh, a clutch save! They move the puck out of harm's way. Play is blown dead with the offside. Lots of hockey left to be played in this period. The Senators are giving their fans a lot to cheer about tonight as they lead it 4-1. And they take possession. Nice job tangling him up on the draw. And we'll reset things after that icing. St. Louis has time on their side here early in this third period as they trail, but they're going to have to finish on one of these scoring chances that they've had. And he gets down to block it. Tries to feed it over to Saul. Look at this, 2-on-1. Oh, and he ran out of time to try to get something done there. Still keeps a hold of the puck. Handles the pass. Slides it diagonally to Gates. Moves the puck down low. And he slides it quickly to McGinnis. And that shot gets blocked by one of his own teammates. Ottawa's got it in their own zone. Oh, look at this. And rings the iron.
Ottawa's run another one off the post, James. How many is that now? But listen, they're getting opportunities, and they're really firing it towards the net. I really like their game tonight.
Quick feed down low. Massive spill in the corner. Gives him a jolt with that hit. Breakaway. Not sure what happened there.
Well, yeah, it looks like he was going left, then he was going right, but his inability to convert because he ran out of room.
Quick feed down low. What a steal in his own end. McRae's crossed the line and gained the zone. Scooped up along the wall by Kane. Ottawa's on the attack. Moves it to the middle. And that goes off a stick. Gains control of the puck here at the line.
Oh, goaltenders love the butterfly as he drops and slides across the crease. He makes the save.
Here's a rocket, a shot. Scores! Make it 3 in a row, and they're humming now.
Well, they certainly are. 3 in a row. They've got their opponents on their heels. It is a wave. You can feel it. The energy every single shift. They're getting it in.
Past the midway mark in this period, the Senators have added to their lead. They're now up by 4. Loses the coverage there. And that's deflected. Poked away and forces the turnover at center. Puck grabbed by Gates. Oh, there's one more. Scores! And look who's all smiles on the ice. His first with his new team.
Anytime you come to a new team, you want to have impact and feel like you're contributing right away, James. Well, he does exactly that. He came here for offense. He delivered.
Guys, this is actually his first goal with this club, and you know his teammates are going to be just as stoked as he is on this one. Lots more to see from this player right here.
Ottawa's got the puck against the half wall.
Well, he's got such a great set of hands, and he displays such patience. I mean, he makes his opponent move first, and that's exactly what he wants, to manipulate them and create space for himself. He gets to the net, and the goaltender makes a huge save.
Here in the late goings of the period, St. Louis has got some momentum to build on. They've been the better team these last few minutes, but they still trail by 3. Here's a shot! Oh, and that one pops up short as he just gets enough of that one.
Berger's faced a lot of shots tonight, James, and he's been dialed in and made the necessary saves, but his team's been excellent in front of him, generating some offense, and the reason why they have a lead.
There he is from the slot! Denies him again!
Well, you know that he's a fierce competitor, and he battled to make consecutive saves there, James.
The Blues continue to trail here late in this third period despite several scoring chances tonight. St. Louis has won the defensive zone draw. Finishes his check with authority in the corner. Scores! And 3's the magic number. There's the hat trick.
And I think there's going to have to be an extra stoppage in play here as they collect all of the hats on the ice at home.
Ottawa's performance tonight still showing no signs of let up here in this third period.
Well, they've had such an impressive performance, James. It's been dominant in all areas of the ice, and there's been no lag or no let-up. The message has been clear by the coaching staff as well as everyone on the bench. Keep pushing.
And now he passes up to Gates. Oh, he throws down an intergalactic hit there.
And they have to be keeping their heads up here. I mean, you know exactly what he's doing.
Scores! Oh, wow! My goodness, what a finish.
When that puck's on his stick, James, you know that he's a magician, and he can deke his way to the net like he does just there.
Ottawa's offense continues to shine here in this third period.
Well, this has got to be a dream for a coach. You know that they're telling their team in the intermission to make sure they stay to business, stay to task, stay focused. And that's exactly what they've done, and they've just hammered their opponent.
Here's a feed in front, and that's stopped. Ottawa's got a hold of it along the wall. Closes the gap along the wall.
Frustration.
Scores! And look who's had it again!
Well, you don't replicate these nights very often, James. You got to appreciate it when you get them and continue to pad the stats. I just love watching the puck on his stick, James. It's like it's on a string. He just knows exactly where he's going to move his opponent to, and then he finds his way to the net.
Some last-second communication before both teams get ready to drop the puck here. Here's a chance to make something happen inside the neutral zone. Levels him with the hit. Slides the puck into the offensive zone. To his teammate. St. Louis tries to break out from their own end. One-on-one with the goaltender. Scores! What a finish on the breakaway!
Well, a nice play to pull away from the pack here, James. One-on-one battle against the goaltender, and he's the victor.
St. Louis desperate for some offensive conversions here late in this third period. Nice job tying up his opponent. And the fans on their feet recognizing a solid victory here in front of them. Off his stick. Oh, the boards and the glass rattled there on that hit.
Not just rattled, James. It is clearly broken, and the cleanup crew, they got some work to do. Well, there's no hope of getting back into this game. You take a penalty. Now the faceoff is down at your end. You're down a bunch of goals. Everyone just wants this one to end.
And that brings an end to this one here this evening. Well, Cheryl, as my kids like to point out, the hot chocolate's never quite as sweet when you come up on the short end of an EASHL challenge.
Yeah, it certainly isn't. I'm sure it doesn't taste as good, and this one doesn't have a good taste either. They're going to have to regroup and find a way to reset for their next challenge.